The former prince may no longer live at Royal Lodge here in Windsor, but the home was today causing yet more controversy for him. Many will remember that photo of Andrew after his arrest in February at his new home in Sandringham. Immediately afterwards, his old house, Royal Lodge, from which he had been evicted, was the scene of a police search. It is a large mansion by anyone's standards, but within the grounds are some cottages. Mr. Mountbatten-Windsor, as he's now known, was permitted to sublet some of them for his own financial gain. The arrangements were looked into by the National Audit Office, but they decided not to ask how much Andrew was earning each month.
So I do believe that it is offering a lot more transparency, and there will be some information, as would be the case with a lot of the NEO's work, where we choose not to put things in because we don't think it's necessary.
The King himself was just down the road at Windsor Castle today with the Royal Marines, but the report raises questions for him too. Why does he pay the rent for Andrew's daughters? Andrew paid up front for a long lease of Royal Lodge. He gave the Crown Estate £8.5 million in return for a peppercorn rent, essentially a nominal sum each month. He was allowed to let out 3 of the 8 cottages in the grounds. Today's report confirmed that the rental income went to him every month until April of this year. In London, meanwhile, properties owned by the royal household have been and are still let to Andrew's daughters, Princess Eugenie's in Kensington Palace and Princess Beatrice's inside St James's Palace. But it is their uncle, King Charles, who, for some reason, pays the rent for them from his private income. Again, the amount not disclosed. That will seem like a strange arrangement to many. Neither Beatrice nor Eugenie is a working member of the royal family. Both have jobs, and Beatrice's property developer husband Edo, for example, is thought to be worth several £1 million.
There might be a justification for providing subsidised housing where the families are carrying out royal duty. I cannot see that justification elsewhere.
Do you think, therefore, that damages the reputation of the royal family?
In the modern age, I think there is a real demanding from all bits of the establishment, and I think the royal family have to meet those standards of a modern monarchy.
Unlike their cousins, the Prince and Princess of Wales do pay rent, but before they moved into their new family home, Forest Lodge in Windsor, the Crown Estate carried out some essential works which cost £400,000. Whatever way you cut it, that is quite the repair bill.
Chris, how damaging is this for the King and the royal family?
Well, you know, Charlene, both Buckingham Palace and also the National Audit Office told us they were being transparent in this report, and this is perhaps the most transparent they've ever been in terms of royal finances. Look, that might be the case, but I think there's probably a bit of a mismatch between what the public expect to know about the royal family and actually what is actually revealed. For example, we don't know what sum Andrew was getting from renting out these properties here, but we are told it wasn't in the millions, as one Republic campaigner claimed today. It was to essentially cover the running costs of these cottages for members of his staff. And again, we don't know the amount that the King is paying from his private income, yes, but what he's paying for his nieces, or why he's paying it for his nieces, Eugenie and Beatrice. And yeah, I think there is therefore always these questions with the public. Some of it is private money, yes, but we are talking about public money here in some cases, and there is a greater demand from the public to know a lot more. And the other thing I think, Charlene, really is that I think members of the public can't quite work out the sizes and the sums involved here. William and Kate, for example, okay, yes, they pay rent to the Crown Estate, but that property of theirs, get this, they pay £25,600 per month. And I think at the end of the day, it comes to, the question of, they do live at the end of the day in a different world.